Good evening. My name is Robert Wilkins. I'm here on this was overcast spring day. Now it's turned into a sunny day on the plains of Auburn. This is our fifth Citizens Brief. I want to bring to your attention the Auburn City rebranding fiasco.
Mr. Griswold?
Thank you. I have a statement I'd like to read for the record, please, and I've given a copy to Allison for attachment. Over the past months, North Star Place Branding and Marketing developed a rebranding concept for the city. The contractor worked on the concept with input from citizens, the mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, leaders of the Chamber of Commerce, and the Auburn Opelika Tourism Bureau. For reasons I'll explain, I'm asking the council to direct the city staff to withhold implementation of any aspect of the concept until it is approved by a majority of the council. The council did approve a contract for a needs study and development of a concept. I evidently misunderstood the process. I expected the final concept would be presented to the council and we would approve, possibly with changes, or disapprove its implementation. I was wrong. By approving the contract, I've been told that implementation of the plan is at the discretion of the city staff. City council members have participated in two of their own individual Zoom meetings about the plan. In the first meeting, we were given the survey results. We were told that the current branding is effective, so the city does not have a perception branding problem. Because of this, I asked if the contract could be concluded with no further work. I was told we couldn't stop an approved, awarded, and in-process contract. The second recent meeting was a presentation of the final concept that included a new tagline and logo. Another council person said after his presentation that a simple punctuation change could easily twist the proposed tagline into an unflattering, risque description of the city. Another council person and I noticed that the focal point of the proposed logo can be confused with a variety of commercial businesses. For example, we observed a local landscaping company with a logo that is almost identical to the one being proposed for Auburn. The council approved the study and the creation of branding concept, but has not approved the final recommended design. If we don't require staff to seek our approval before implementation, it will be implemented as is at the discretion of staff. For me, this is not good enough. Citizens, through their elected representatives, need final approval of such a long-lasting, impactful, and last but not least, expensive change. The cost of developing and creating a new brand only begins with the plan. Implementation is the true cost. Tonight, I'm asking the council for a consensus, directing the city manager to outline a plan for council involvement and to withhold implementation of any aspect of the final plan until it is reviewed in its entirety in public and approved or disapproved by the council.
All in favor of setting aside time at the November 5th meeting during the Committee of the Whole to discuss this branding question, please raise your hand. Okay. That's three. All opposed? Okay, that's four. Okay.
I'm not opposed or unopposed. I think it's, I understand where Mr. Griswold is coming from, but I think this has been discussed enough. I mean, not against you, Kelly, but so I don't. You have meetings if you want to.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, questions on tonight's agenda?
What was the outcome?
It was four.
3 in favor of
Three in
doing
favor.
that, 4 opposed to that, and 1 abstention. I take
Correct.
it.
When New Coke flopped in 1985, Coca Cola brought back the original and branded it Classic Coke. Maybe we need to do that with the Auburn City logo before we spend a fortune putting up new vehicle signs, new road signs, new property signs, etc. I personally went to a rebranding meeting last year that was held by 2 employees of the North Star Place Branding. Only a dozen Auburn citizens showed up with 6 city employees, but not a single city council member was present. We Auburn citizens were asked many pressing, intelligent, thought-provoking questions, such as, what's best represents Auburn? Kroger's or Publix? Is Auburn more like Old Navy or Neiman Marcus? What color best represents Auburn? What vehicle best represents Auburn? And many other silly questions. Maybe the question should have been asked like, what type of toilet paper best represents Auburn? Angel Soft? Charmin? Or just plain sandpaper? The nonchalant spending by the city of Auburn seems to happen too often. Why would our overpaid city manager with her overpaid management team approve such a ridiculous, unprofessional city rebranding? We, the Auburn citizens, question the city management abilities after this decision. And oh, by the way, was not even voted on by the Auburn City Council or the Auburn citizens. The city of Auburn has been working for decades to separate the difference between being a university town to just being a great city with a great university. Shame on Mayor Anders. Shame on the Auburn City Council, and double shame on the Auburn City Manager and her fellow management team. We Auburn citizens think this unusual tradition of covering the oak trees like snow with toilet paper after an Auburn victory is a wonderful tradition, but it's totally inappropriate to incorporate in the city's logo, representing our city, not just in Alabama, not just in the United States, but throughout the world. An article by Emily Stokes on April the 13th, 2022 in the Auburn Opelika Tourism internet site. Quote, she said, the tradition of rolling Toomer's Corner began in the 1960s when Toomer's drugstore had the only telegraph in the city. During away football games, Toomer's employees were the first to know of an Auburn football win via telegraph. To alert the town of the good news, the employees would throw the telegraph paper over the power lines. Telegraph paper was replaced by toilet paper during the 1972 Bama Punt Iron Bowl when Auburn took on second-ranked Alabama. Terry Hensley, an Auburn halfback, exclaimed in an interview prior to the game, "We're going to beat the number 2 out of Alabama." Following the iconic 17-16 Auburn win, Auburn fans grabbed any toilet paper roll they could to get their hands on and rushed to Toomer's Corner to roll the Oaks. As an Auburn citizen, you should express your feelings and your opinions to our mayor and council. Contact our Mayor Anders. Contact our Ward 1 Councilwoman Connie Fitch Taylor. Contact our Ward 2 Councilman Kelly Griswold. Ward 3 and Mayor Pro Tem Beth Whidden. Our Ward 4 Councilman Tyler Adams. Contact Ward 5 Councilman Sonny Mormon. Contact Ward 6 Bob Parsons. Contact Ward 7 Max Koblitz. And contact Ward 8 Tommy Dawson. And our city manager, Megan McGowan Crouch. Brief us, and we will brief America. Until our next Citizens Brief.